In summary, monitor model differentiates between subconscious acquisition and conscious learning. Language structures are acquired in a predictable sequence, emphasizing the importance of comprehensible input slightly above the learner's current level. In error analysis, analyzes learner errors to understand language acquisition processes, classifies errors as interlingual and intralingual, and guides the development of instructional strategies based on learner difficulties. In contrastive analysis, compares languages to identify differences and similarities. Highlights the influence of the native language on learning the target language. And uses insights to design teaching materials addressing specific difficulties. In universal grammar proposes an innate ability to learn language governed by universal grammar. It has common principles shared by all language and it focuses on internalized knowledge of language. Thank you.
Good afternoon, dear teacher. Today I'm talk to you an interesting topic. It's about the monitor model. To begin, we will have the characteristic of each model, but we will emphasize to the monitor model. And Crash monitor model emphasize the importance of comprehensive input slightly about the learner's current level to facilitate natural language acquisition. And now let's look at the similarities of each theory with the monitor model. Starting with error analysis, both theories recognize the importance of learning through errors. And a contrastive analysis, both theories consider the influence of difference between the native language and the target language in language learning. Lastly, with universal grammar, they share a focus on the native principles that govern the fundamental structure and acquisition of language in all human speakers. And regarding their differences with error analysis, the monitor model focuses on language acquisition processes and how error are used as part of natural learning, and while error analysis specifically focuses on identifying and correcting error to improve linguistic performance. And with contrastive analysis, the monitor model focuses on how speakers learn a language through understanding the input they receive and the sequence in which they learn different part of language. In construct, in contrastive analysis focuses on directly comparing aspect of language between two different languages to understand their differences and similarities. And lastly, with universal grammar, Crash and Monitor model focuses on the natural process of language acquisition through interaction and understanding of input, while universal grammar posits that all human possess native linguistic principles that facilitate the learning of any language. Thank you, teacher.
This developed by Corder is a crucial approach in applied linguistics to study the error made by language learners. There are two big words here. First is mistake, and the result as a slip of the tongue, memory lapsus, or lack of attention while the learner is talking the target language. However, error is a lack of knowledge or incorrect knowledge about the target language, and the learner is unaware of the error and cannot correct it without any teacher guidance or further language. There are some differences between a modern monitor which is theoretical, while error analysis is empirical, and contrastive analysis predict errors by comparing native language and target language, and it is theoretical too. And universal grammar focuses on grammar rules, and it is theoretical.
Good teacher. I'm going to talk about the constructive analysis. The characteristics is compare language to identify difference and similarities. Two predicts areas of difficulty based on language difference. Three highlights the influence of the native language on learning the target language. And finally, use insights to design teachers' materials addressing specific difficulties. And the similarities with the other theories, we have the monitor model that differs by focusing on the acquisition process rather than the language interference. The error analysis, we share an interest in understanding students' problems in learning a second language. The universal grammar, we have six defined patterns and regularities, though from a different approach. And the difference uh, with the theory monitor model, we have that unlike the monitor model, which is focused on acquisition and learning as different process. And constructive analysis centers on language interference. In the error analysis, we compared which deals with errors made by students, and constructive analysis aims to predict errors before they occur. Universal grammar opposed to constructive analysis, it suggests that there are innate structures shared by all language, and in constructive analysis focus on a specific difference between language. Thank you, teacher, and let's continue with my part.
A cordial greeting, teacher Conway. My name is Hilda Sarco. The Universal Grammar Similar Tiers Monitor Model. The development of language acquisition depends the grammar acquired through composition inputs and error analysis, but analyze rules and grammar inside of the learning in the new language. Constructive analysis, but are focused on the phonetic, intonation, semantic, and aspects that have improved the use of the new language during communication. Difference: the monitor model, the main idea is the time spent learning. Chomsky say the perfect time is childhood, while Krashen say that depends on the time used for learning. And error analysis, the focus on the identification and analyzing the errors that occur in the communication of second language. And why universal grammar is the acquisition of knowledge of the grammar rules of the second language in the learning process. Constructive analysis. The constructive analysis, the structure of both a language in the L1 and L2. Why universal grammar is focused on the learning of L1 over of after L2. Thank you.